I'm joined by a political analyst and at the same time a Socialist Party Lusaka Province Youth Secretary Mr. Bartholomew, Phiri, and we are assessing Zambia's political landscape, the rise of the People's Pact, and of course, touching on some of the current affairs. Of course, in this conversation, we assess Zambia's evolving political landscape, focusing on the emergence and rise of the People's Pact. What does this political realignment mean for multi-party democracy? Is it strengthening opposition political parties or causing further fragmentation? And how does it reshape the electoral terrain ahead of 2026? Probably let's talk about how these political pacts, how does it reshape the electoral terrain ahead of 2026 really?
All right, thank you. So when you look at the coming in of the People's Pact, the People's Pact is coming as a solution to the problems that our people are facing and also shaping the electoral processes in this country. What is at hand today is the revenge game that we are seeing. Let me take you back a little bit. When you look at the Patriotic Front while in power, the UPND were in opposition. And the complaint there was that the PF were subjecting the UPND to torture, police brutality, cadalism, and all that. Okay? Now that the UPND were voted in by the Zambian people as a solution, today what we are seeing now is that the political landscape we are in today is not conducive to productivity. Where we are today, we are at a climate of political repression, where authentic leaders of our people today are finding it hard to engage themselves in civic matters. So, meaning the civic space is not conducive itself. There's so much political intimidation. The young people are victims of political intimidation. The women are victims of political intimidation. Even though these leaders, traditional leaders, religious leaders, political leaders, so we are at a climate of political repression. The People's Pact has come at the right time. When you look at the discrepancies and the fragmentations that are happening within the opposition, the Tonse Alliance, the UKA, and whatever, you realize that there have been so much confusion. This one wants to be this wants to be that, this wants to be that, and everything around isn't working. They try this, it collapses into another thing, this and that. But when you look at the People's Pact, as it stands today, the People's Pact is the only pact now that has got no confusions. Because we know what we want to do in this country. Okay? You cannot develop a country when there's confusion. Last 3 to 4 days, I said something on my page on Facebook. I was giving an analysis. And I said, for me personally, that's just me. These are not the views of the pact. These are not the views of the Socialist Party. That's me as an individual, as a political scientist, because that's my field. So I was giving an analysis and I said, Zambians do not need the PF. Zambians do not need the UPND as at now. On one reason, if the PF were to be given back Zambia, to lead Zambia, trust me, there will be no productivity in this country. What will be happening is that they must revenge to the UPND. And this is exactly what we are seeing from the UPND. PF members have been subjected to all these issues of police cases, facing jail and whatever. And they are not happy. Automatically, comrade, if you are always pressed and you are pressed harder, you will be forced to react. For me, when I look at that, I feel strongly that if the UPND also continues beyond 2026, 2 years ago, I issued a statement and I said, Zambia's future at stake. if President Hichilema continues to be president now and beyond 2026 general election, I was looking at what was happening with the opposition political leaders. Whoever speaks is facing a charge. Sedition charges, this and that, everywhere, all over the place. Then it came to me that with what I'm seeing, there's no doubt to predict that Zambia's future is at stake. And where we are today, I'm telling you that we've reached a climate of political repression, where it has even extended now to religious leaders. Okay? So for me, I still feel that if the PF can come back, then it will just mean that they must revenge what they have been subjected to. This is what I'm seeing, unless maybe somebody sees it in a different angle, but that's just what I'm analyzing. This is how I've come to assess the political landscape, and then I can easily predict that this awaits Zambia if not taken care of. So the People's Pact, in my view, comes in now as a solution with a sober type of leadership that will not focus on revenge game, but for productivity. Where we are not going to say, no, Abanima PF, Abanima UPND, Abanima Ndani. No. The number one mandate that the People's Pact has is to deliver service delivery to the Zambian people.
Service delivery to the Zambian people, and some of the issues that are going to reshape the electoral terrain ahead of the elections this year. One of the topical issues right now is the issue of delimitation.